Picture this. You're in a meeting room. Your colleague yawns, and suddenly, like a wave, everyone else follows. What's going on here? It's as if a single yawn holds the power to set off a chain reaction, a yawning epidemic that sweeps across the room. This is something we've all experienced, yet the mystery behind this phenomenon remains. What is it about yawning that makes it so contagious? Isn't it fascinating how a simple yawn can ripple through a room? But why does this happen? Let's dive in. Before we go into more detail, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights into the everyday mysteries around us. Think of yawning as a set of dominoes. Once one falls, it triggers a chain reaction. The first domino, in this case, is someone yawning. That yawn, like the first domino, sets off a sequence. This sequence, however, is not a line of dominoes, but a series of yawns from those around us. Why does this happen? There are a few theories. Some suggest it's about empathy. We're wired to mirror the actions of those around us, to feel what they're feeling. Hence, when someone yawns, we yawn. Others propose it's a form of social bonding, a primitive instinct that strengthens group cohesion. And then there's the brain cooling hypothesis, which suggests that yawning helps regulate our brain temperature. No matter the theory, it's clear that yawning has a ripple effect, much like a domino effect. So like dominoes, one yawn can set off a chain reaction. But let's dig a little deeper. Behind every yawn, there's a symphony of neuroscience playing out. Let's delve into the science behind this everyday phenomenon. When you yawn, your brain is conducting a grand orchestra of actions. It starts with a conductor, the hypothalamus, a tiny region of the brain responsible for regulating a variety of bodily functions. The hypothalamus cues the orchestra, triggering the motor neurons to play their part. These neurons, the string section of our symphony, command the muscles in your mouth, throat, and lungs to expand, resulting in a yawn. But what about contagious yawning? Why does watching someone else yawn often make us yawn too? Well, this is where mirror neurons, our brain's empathetic percussionists, come into play. Mirror neurons fire both when we perform an action and when we see someone else perform the same action. So when we see someone yawn, these neurons strike up their rhythm, inducing a similar response in us. Scientists believe this contagious yawning could be linked to our social structures, a sort of subconscious bonding or syncing with those around us. It's like a dance where one person starts and soon everyone's moving to the same beat, even if they didn't plan to join in. But remember, while the music of yawning is playing in your brain, it's a symphony you're not consciously aware of. Your brain's conducting all this without your knowledge, a true maestro in action. So, our brains are the real puppeteers, pulling the strings when we see someone else yawn. But yawning isn't just about our brains, it's also about our social connections. Now let's delve into the social aspects of yawning. It's intriguing to think that a yawn, something so simple, could serve as an unspoken language. Some scientists propose that yawning might be a form of communication, a silent signal passed from one person to another. Imagine, if you will, our ancestors huddled around a fire. A yawn from one could signal to the rest that it's time to rest, time to let the guard down. Fast forward to today, and this theory still holds some weight. Ever noticed how your dog seems to yawn when you do? That's empathy in action, my friends. Yawning could also be a sign of empathy among humans. It's like a silent nod, a shared experience that bridges the gap between us. So the next time you catch a yawn, remember, it's not just about being tired, it's about being human. So, there you have it, the intriguing world of contagious yawning. We've journeyed through the yawning epidemic, where we discovered this simple act isn't as simple as it seems. We've explored the domino effect of yawning and how it's not just limited to humans, but also seen in our furry friends. We dived deep into the science behind the yawn, unraveled that it's not just about being tired or bored, but it's also related to empathy and our brain's mirror neuron system. We've even ventured into the social aspects of yawning, how it's a form of communication, and perhaps even a survival mechanism from our ancestors. Yawning, a complex and fascinating phenomenon that we all experience, yet often overlook. It's an incredible reminder of how intricately connected we are, not just to each other, but to the world around us. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating insights into the everyday mysteries around us. Until next time, keep exploring and maybe, just maybe, try to resist the next yawn.